Well, this is the first live video we're doing. I'm going to raise it up. I've got work to do underneath it, so I thought I'd just raise it up and let you see how it goes. But first of all, just a very quick pan around the layout because there's still a lot of work to do on it. This is the scene looking out the garage door, and this is as current. Then I'll show you the backdrop, which was taken some months ago, but it gives you an idea of where I got the actual idea from. As you can see, there's quite a bit of cloud around the day that was taken. So let's have a very quick look at the layout as it is at the moment. The church does have lights in it, but I have not yet connected them up. So, and it has got quite a bit of dirt on it, but let's have a quick look around the layout. That black area over there is where the tunnel is going to be filled in. That's where I've got a few problems at the moment with the locos derailing. It's set up that we can start from down in this corner and then it goes around there up that incline there, which comes in over the back, and there is a crossover up there which we can force the trains to come down round this way. Sorry about the jumping around with the different scenes, etc. And then we can get back round to the new section of the layout, which I will show you very shortly. Locos go out through there, and there is a service station to go in over on that section there. Service station for those outside of Australia and possibly the UK. Service station is a petrol station. It's a purely Australian, it's an old Australian brand. It is, yet that's not quite finished. So then we'll come around here as we go down through this little tunnel there, and this is the extension section that we've put onto the layout. I wasn't going to do this, but then I had some track left over, and so that was what I've done. A lot of the backdrop scenery on this one is scenery from Wordsworth Model Railway. The chap there has some free downloads of all his different scenes, so they've been printed out, put onto card, and then glued onto the back there. There's still a bit of fixing up to do just here. That section there has got to be fixed because there will be something put onto the other side of that. But that's just the general layout of how it looks. So pardon the noise, that's a bus going past out front. So what I'll do now, I'll reset the camera and start doing the lift. Okay, here we go. Well, that's it. I've got to adjust, well, it looks like I've got to adjust the wires. I haven't had it up for a while. It's running downhill a bit. But now I'll proceed to put the safety chains on. The safety chains, that's a safety chain there, just to make sure that if it does decide it's going to fall, that it won't come right down. Okay, I had a bit of a glitch before. The camera wasn't running, so I'll just go through the last little bit I did right now. Yeah, there you can see the slack that's been taken off on the winch, and as we come under you can see a lot of the wiring underneath there. That's the DCC bus. Over here, that's the section that's got to be hooked into it across to the new part. If we go under here, this is the control panel for all the lighting, the scenery, etc. And as we go across here, that's the main panel with the Digitrax controller on there. And as we come across here, this is the new panel. I'm taking this from down below, so I've just got to tilt the viewfinder to get the right area. So that's all done for all the switches for the signals, and that's the mimic panel there, which will eventually be for the points or switches, whatever way you want to call it. And you can see there, that's the little station entrance onto the big platform which you saw earlier. That's the gantry for the signals. If you're wondering what that is, that's the that was dropped down when the car was under here. Tell me when I was in far enough. Naturally that'll go once it's all set up. So now as we come back down here underneath, just to a very quick view underneath with all the signals and point motors, etc. Over here we have an AR Digitrax AR1. There's another one up the other end. As we come around, more connections there. That's the back of the panel for the lighting and scenery lighting. That's the main panel there, entrance into the main panel, and the Digitrax power supply. There's our power board, not connected in at the moment, it's unplugged. And we come up here, the rest of the wiring. And there's the other AR1 on that end, so we get rid of all the short circuits. And the wiring there. The wiring is pretty neat. It probably stems from my previous life as a sparky or electrician, to put the right word, for those that didn't know what sparky was. So consequently my previous skills have come to the fore. I'll now go around to the front and have a look at the extension wiring. There's the wiring for the other ones. The pink straw there's quite a few of those, pink, yellow, green, whatever, blue. Because part of the layout's elevated in certain sections, it was just to make it easier to put the cables through without having to fiddle around too much. And as you can see, that wasn't very well planned just there, but anyhow, it's okay. That's signal lighting. And we come round here, more droppers, it's the lighting for the overpass, the overbridge across the tracks at the station, and the same here for the maybe just see the cables there. That's they're coming out of the shelter that's on the platform as we go along, and you can see these little wires here. They're for the lighting. They're only a 3-volt incandescent. They're going to come out and be replaced with LEDs. So that's the next thing which I've got to order. And then as we come around underneath, that's the main signal gantry, the cables for that, and then the entrance into the extension control panel. Well, that's about it for now. I'll get this out and do what I have to do underneath, finish painting, get rid of the filling that's in there, sand that off, paint it, and then we can make an extra big start on it. So that's it for now. I don't know how long it'll take before I'll get this video up, but I'm hoping it's pretty soon. So there you are, that's a look at Ian's model railway. One last thing is the trestles. They were originally 4 trestles, but now I've joined them up so it's easier to position them. And see, that's one as we go around. Oh, that little box is my homemade spray booth. Pardon me. And there's the other trestle as well. Oh, and there's my summer cooling friend. It's not very, doesn't do a good job, but it's just enough to take the heat out of the air. And my little table for when I do the work out here, because I get complaints that I'm messing up the dining room table making models, etc. So I've set this up to be doing it out here. Okay, I'll now try and get this edited and up onto YouTube.